This program shows real direct support professionals serving real people with developmental disabilities in a variety of settings, offering you a chance to learn about the work involved in direct support and judge for yourself if you're interested in pursuing a career in supporting people with developmental disabilities. It's important to know the realities about direct support work prior to employment because it increases chances that you'll select a job that you'll do well and enjoy. Your commitment to the people you support will be enhanced, as will your professionalism and self-esteem on the job. Direct support professionals play many roles. They work as companions, advisors, counselors, chauffeurs, cooks, teachers, and assistants, to name a few. Many people find direct support work stimulating, challenging, and fulfilling. Others do not. There is no right or wrong decision, only what is a good fit for you.
Getting into the job, I learned a lot about people with disabilities, how they feel and things that they go through on a day-to-day basis. Just knowing that sometimes getting up and getting yourself dressed is not an easy task to do. It's not easy for them to ask for help. So coming into this job, it really opened my eyes.
I work with individuals who have disabilities. That don't necessarily mean that they're unable or incapable of. My job is to help them be able to achieve the goals that they would like to achieve.
I've learned since I've been here that it's important to listen, to know what their needs are instead of making the choices myself as to what I might think is good for them.
I believe it's important for a person that may be a future direct support professional to understand that by obtaining a job as a direct support professional, that you won't be making decisions for the individuals you serve. You will be helping to nurture them to make decisions for themselves.
You're getting paid to help people get to where they want to be, which is awesome. It's a great thing to be able to help people personally grow.
I have an aunt who is disabled. But growing up as a child, I didn't understand. I would laugh at her, and tease her and stuff like that. But once I got into this field, I have so much respect for people with disabilities. And I've learned that there's nothing that they cannot do.
Tim is just an overall magnificent person. 3 days a week, he volunteers at different places. The local Catholic church here, where he dusts all the pews in the entire church. He has so many gifts. With a direct support professional, you're not just there to take care of maybe the medical needs of the person, but you're trying to get them involved in things going out in the world. You're trying to help them expand their world and find out what they're good at.
I work one-on-one with Demetria. I assist her with her ADL or activities of daily living. Once you get the hang of it, it's like second nature. I really feel like we're connected. When I first started, it bothered me when she had a seizure, but now I've learned to deal with it. We're like sisters. I come, I talk to her. We do a lot of craft work.
Support here is to encourage these young ladies to be as independent as possible. And when I say independent, I mean from the littlest thing of putting on a sock, to going into the kitchen, putting a pot on to make themselves some tea, or to make a sandwich, or just to go into the bathroom and run their own bath water. That's support.
I support people with disabilities. I help them with their daily activities, shopping, taking them on trips. So we're out here and we're just having fun.
And it builds relationships with all the participants. And when they have fun, everyone has fun, and relationships just build from there.
I feel that I'm helping them just to be more secure with themselves.
When you first start communicating with participants, there could be some challenges with maybe like not correctly hearing them or functioning well in sync with them. But you start to get like a feeling with each participant you're with, and you start to know what they like or what you both like, and you start to use that in your advantage.
You wear many hats at times. You can be a friend or a mom or even their therapist if they need someone to vent to.
What I do is anything and everything. Some days we have our driver's hat on, sometimes we have our cook hat on, sometimes it can be just a loving, tender moment. And you gotta come not with one specific skill, but ready to develop new skills as well.
I do the 7 to 3 shift, and I come in, I do my morning chores, the laundry, put away the dishes, and clean the house.
Teeth brushing, hair combing, they have to do showers, cooking, feeding, and people have to be trained in the kitchen on how to cook.
You have to have patience because you're dealing with different moods. I come in and I have to deal with 4 different moods, some happy, some sad, some, aggressive. So you have to know how to deal with each one of these.
We're not a hospital. We're not a nursing home. We're a home. So as much as we have folks that are medically more fragile than a lot of others, it's still their home.
The people that live here expect us to make sure that they're safe. They expect us to make sure that they're happy and clean and content and living normal lives.
Making sure that they eat properly, they dress properly, all social well-being is perfect.
If our direct support doesn't have it when they started, a background in medicine, then they'll learn it here. At the beginning, it can be very frightening and overwhelming to someone who's not used to that environment.
The job is not easy. It's not easy at all. No matter what shift you're working, there's always something going on.
Sometimes it's a little stressful. It can be, very demanding. Sometimes it's hard work, but we get it done.
We know about all of their disabilities in here and all their medical needs. You have to be aware of changes in their bodies. We have to be on a lookout for that. And if we see anything that's out of the ordinary, we let everybody know.
Our direct support people get very good at observation and picking up signals, nonverbal signals. They become a family of sorts, and they know when something's different, often very quickly. They're my eyes and ears when I'm not here.
Communication is definitely the key.
You're part of a team, and you have to be willing to work with that team to reach that one unified goal, which is to give the best possible service to the individual which we're serving. Okay, now as with anything,
qualities that would make someone really successful in this line of work are patience, reliability, dedication, and responsibility.
A professional in this field is someone who treats the individuals that they're supporting with respect, with honor, with dignity. And I think that's why professional is there in the title.
You definitely need a sense of humor, and you also need to problem solve a lot. You need to be creative and try to really key into what the person likes to do.
What sound does M make? And what do you do when you mix something?
Mix the ingredients together.
You're mixing ingredients together. We work in a co-op program. It's a person-centered program. We do a variety of things. We have an art program. We have volunteer programs that we work with. We're a close resource for a lot of the individuals here. They set up their goals, they set up what they want to do in growing and learning, and we just implement whatever ideas that they put forth.
So depending on what individuals are interested in or able to do, we provide a wide range of choices. A lot of painting, some drawing, some collage, sculpture.
Okay, now you're going to do your twist one of these times so it all holds together.
Individuals realizing they can do things that they didn't think they could do, it's pretty meaningful.
Like Teresa, she has her own apartment.
That's different from more traditional group homes is because it's just Teresa here. We can get up and go whenever she wants to. She's my boss. She tells me that I need to go to the bank, I need to go to the grocery store, or I want to go out to eat tonight.
Not bad tonight, George.
No.
The two guys that I work with out here, they're both in their 50s, and one of the gentlemen uses a wheelchair, and another fellow uses a walker. So, I'm giving the guys general, physical assistance, and also in the community. It's been a pretty good fit.
A number of people with developmental disabilities direct their own supports. They are responsible for determining the kinds of supports they need to live their lives. This includes selecting, hiring, training, and perhaps even firing their own direct support staff. They may live alone or with a few housemates. For direct support professionals, this arrangement can be challenging. Working directly for an individual without the benefit of colleagues or the support of an agency. But it also offers the opportunity to work in partnership, to develop strong relationships that lead people to live their lives fully.
I live in an apartment close to Lori Brown, and I provide services for her that have to do with health and safety and recreational activities.
And she just, helps me if I need the help. If I don't, then I'm on my own.
Lori is a dynamic woman who likes to stay busy. She loves being out in the community. She loves people. She's very social, very, very social. And she can get around by herself, and she's very independent.
And I'm starting my own pottery business right now, too.
Oh, we can go over next door first.
You got a hug?
Yeah. There you go, Bern. Bernie is a character. He's definitely an original guy. People in the community absolutely love Bernie. He's probably one of the most popular people in town. He goes out in the stores. Everybody says hi to him. Everybody. Oh, he loves the guitar lessons. We've been doing them probably about 3 months now. He's getting really good at the guitar. He is.
Viola is 77 years old, and she has cerebral palsy, and she lives in her house that she's lived in all her life. Viola can speak some. She tries to tell me, and now I'm getting so I understand a lot of what she says. She has a speech impairment, and she types emails and other things on the computer to people, and she'll write things to me. She wants to tell me if I don't understand what she's saying.
How you doing, Viola?
I just love being able to come here and help her so she can stay in her house and do her activities of daily living.
Okay. All right. Okay. I discussed with you on what you got to do. This is a place where we prepare the people that come here every day. We do in-services. We train them on doing interviews, speaking skills, working with the computer, doing data entry, helping them to be more positive and assertive, and be sure of what they want in this world. And once you understand detailing and you understand... Brian is a very bright guy. Brian does the footwork and he does the research, and he comes to me and tells me this is what he wants to do.
I printed your resume out, and we're gonna do a practice interview. We do mock interviews, so when they actually do go on an interview, they basically have an idea of what to expect. So they act natural, they be themselves, their personality comes through. So the person that's interviewing them can really see the person for who they are and see past the disability.
Okay, so this is the week of the 24th. Now let's check it out here. Here, where our specialty is finding employment for these individuals, we're working side by side with that individual. We're making no decisions for them. We don't decide what jobs we apply for them. So it's still, in a sense, direct care. Even though I'm in the employment specialty, I've never left direct care. Regardless of what you're doing, you're working directly with that individual.
Once they do find those jobs, then I assist them with maintaining their positions by offering job coaching supports and ongoing assessment.
Can I put my water away? Sure.
The best part about it is when you do find that perfect position and that perfect job match, and you get to see the individual, be so happy, and the employer with that position and job. Albert at McDonald's is perceived as a great worker. The customers know him. They always compliment him on the work he's doing. If he's mopping the floor, they say, wow, great job. A lot of people come in and I'm like, Albert, you must know the whole world, because people are constantly greeting him by his first name. So he's become quite a legend at the McDonald's.
Bye. Bye. See you later.
You need to understand that the people that you're supporting, that their lives, their agendas, what's important to them, their goals, always come first.
People that I work with, I am finding that they are far more independent and capable at times, and I'm learning to step back to see what it is that they are able to do for themselves and to encourage them so that they can make the next step towards their independence.
I bridge people into the community to either work or volunteer. I accompany people to doctor's appointments. I am, in part, a liaison between government agencies and the individual in helping them with paperwork, things of that sort. There's also a lot of fun stuff.
You have to love people. You have to have a heart. You just can't come in for a paycheck. Because you do that, you're not gonna like it. You're just gonna leave.
When staff come and go, sometimes I get like attached to somebody, and it kind of gets me upset.
We're their family. For some of them, we're the only family that they have, so they look forward to seeing us every day.
It's important to do meaningful work, because it's not just like you're sitting behind a desk doing paperwork and then at the end of the day it's like you finished your work, but how do you feel about it?
Just feeling that sense of fulfillment. I don't know another job or another career as a professional that can replace that.
Knowing that you're helping someone and they're like so appreciative of you. They really make you feel good about yourself.
But I know that's not it. Feeling wanted is a very good thing, a very special thing. You know, if people know that they can come to you because you're a reliable person, then that should make you feel good.
I hear some people say, oh, you know, it must make you feel really great to know that you're helping other people. I don't think of it too much like that. I just think of the guys, you know, on a more personal level of who they are.
I like the people. Plain and simple. I like the people I work with. I just like coming to work. It's fun.
When you go to the home, it's not very routine. You don't know what to expect. There's always something new to do. So it's very exciting, and on the other hand, I would say rewarding. Rewarding because you're helping someone out, you're making a difference, and at the end of the day, I kind of feel like I made a change.
It's a tremendous reward to be able to see how your diligence and your effort and your motivation has changed someone's life, as far as something even as simple as teaching them how to buy a Metro card. It lets you help them become more independent, and I think that's one of the greatest feelings in the world.
I really enjoy the work that I do, and I really enjoy seeing the smiles on their faces when I feel like we've accomplished something in their lives.
It's very important to me personally, because I feel good when I help people.
I love it when the parents say, oh, you're doing such a good job. Thank you so much. That's more fulfilling than anything, to know you did your best.
I think what I'm able to do for them, they do for me in threefold.
I love working with the individuals. They depend on me, I depend on them. Their well-being, making sure that they are a part of the community. That's what makes me feel good at the end of the day, to know that I made a difference.
It's a real eye-opener, I'll tell you, every day when I come to work. I learn, it's a cliche, but it's so true. I learned at least as much as the individuals I work with learn. It's such a dynamic give and take that it's a terrific opportunity to be a DSP.
One of the reasons, or the main reasons, why this is such a rewarding position is because it betters yourself, just as it's helping an individual better themselves.
Something I've learned about myself working in direct support is to be more compassionate and understanding to other people's feelings.
There's a lot of personal growth and a lot of self-discovery in this field. You just have to remain open to it.
challenging part of my work is trying to make sure that everybody's needs are met. Sometimes it's hard.
We have to write whatever happened. We document it. So the time it happened, what happened.
So it's different paperwork we have to do just to make sure that everything is running smoothly.
Safety is pretty important, especially when nobody here can really say when something is wrong with them. We have to feel for them. We have to know when something is wrong with them.
As time grew on, I learned to be more patient, more tolerant of everything that went on. And that was something that I definitely had to learn and grasp.
He was right in the way. He didn't mean to be in your way. He was sleeping while he was sitting there.
Working with challenging behavior is very difficult. It's scary because, you have to get this person calm because you have other guys you have to deal with and you have to keep the other guys calm.
He's never listening to me. He's yelling and screaming. He just spit in my face. So it's about, having that patience and understanding to know that he's actually in crisis and he needs support and not someone just getting upset with him.
They can push your buttons just because that's how they communicate is different than others. So you need to have some extra patience.
Because you need patience. My God, do you need patience?
Something that we take for granted every day is an issue for some of the individuals, and to be compassionate and understanding and listening.
People quit because they're afraid, because there's many different disabilities, and, a lot of people, they're afraid of that. They don't give it a chance.
You're very important to the individual you serve because of the relationship. It's giving that individual the assurance that you care for them and you're going to be there on a daily basis or when you're needed.
We have our bad days just like any family does. She'll yell, everything like that. She'll yell at me, but she knows I'll be back the next day. No matter what happens, I'll be back the next day.
You gotta be very social, very upbeat, very positive.
You leave all your negativity at the door. And you come in, you change your whole attitude because how you act reflect on the girls. If you're depressed or you're sad, you're angry, you cannot let them see that.
I'm here 6-7 days a week, 2-3 weeks straight sometimes.
You really fall in love with the job and with the people, and it's hard in a sense to separate boundaries at some points because the people that you support become like your family members.
I actually see Teresa more than my regular family. And sometimes that line does blur between where you work and where you live.
Ready? Good job. It's good relaxing.
Honestly, this is not a high-paying job, so this is the challenge which I face.
Really think about what you're going to step into. If you have love and compassion, if you're caring, this is a job that you want to be in because it's not for the money. Because the
money's not all that good.
If you don't care for the people that you work for, it's going to show when you work. You're not going to perform like you would if it was something that you actually loved and cared about. And if you don't care for people, then you can't take care of people.
This type of job is not right for everyone. You have to make sure that you're not selfish and that you're willing to give your whole heart.